let's make
This is
wonderful little Red Riding
Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, she looks so pretty.
Right, you start out with your hoodie, and we got this beautiful eyelet trim, comes in all different styles from mjtrim.com. And what we've done here is just glued it on. Martha, glue.
So we're not using any sewing machine. This is all non-sew. Just use Fabri-Tac, which is a really good fabric glue.
Best glue for
fabric.
fabric.
It is very, very
Great.
good. So I can continue, right?
We took this nice eyelet trim to cover the zipper, so when you zip it up, your zipper is not exposed.
Right.
And I use these clothespins as a little tip to just hold it in place so you can just continue working. And you can do the same thing with the hood. You can make a little ruffle by just folding it down and putting the clips on like this.
Yeah.
So it's so easy.
It sure
I mean,
is.
it's so easy. So once you glue all your eyelet trim down, you know, little girls love wearing wigs and having long hair, and if they don't, you can make braids. And these are so easy. All it is yarn, which we have here.
Braided, so like how many pieces?
Well, I took a yard of yarn and you fold it in half, and you do it with 3 pieces, and then you tie it off, and you get these little bundles.
Oh, okay, that's easy.
Right, and then you have 3 bundles for the 3 pieces to make the braid.
Oh, okay, so then tie them all together
and you
at the
can
top?
tie them all, you can tie them all together with another piece of yarn, so you're not using any other string, so it all matches. Tie that off.
Okay.
And if you like you don't have someone else to hold it for you, like Martha, you want me to hold it and you can braid it, or you can use like a clamp and clamp it to the table. To braid.
Or a doorknob.
Or tie it, or pin it to your friend's clothes like we used to make friendship bracelets.
So that's cute. And so you have a Little Red Riding Hood should have 2 braids.
2 braids, nice and long. So once you have these braids, you can tie them off with a little bit of ribbon.
And they can be just glued right on?
right into the hood.
Okay.
I mean, how easy is that? So let's glue them in.
So easy.
And they stay. This Fabri-Tac works amazing. It's great stuff. So the cape, what we're going to do here, let's just put this on the stool over here. So what I've done here is I took a piece of fabric. It's about 42 inches long, and we're going to make a arc to make the cape, to make the circular part of the cape. And this is a great trick to make like basically a compass.
Yeah.
And Martha, you know how to do this.
I think I showed you how.
Probably. I probably learned from the master. So what we've done, this is from the sewing store, and it has chalk in it, and it rolls. So you hold that in the corner, start from the center, and you're going to create an arc.
All the way?
All the way around here. Okay. So that's a perfect arc, and that's going to be the edge of the cape. And then, of course, the handy-dandy plate that we always love to use to make circles. Great for fabric. So I'm going to make one.
Should I cut around this edge here?
Yeah, you could do that. And here, trace the...
I will.
The plate, too. So, yeah, you can cut this out.
Why don't you just use a string instead of a plate?
You could use the string, too, but it's to make a smaller circle. Well, yeah, I mean, you could use the string also. But the plate, I mean, I love using plates, the kitchen materials for all this stuff.
How big? Just that much?
Just a little circle. It'll be the neckline.
Yeah, okay.
So once you cut that out, you have this cape. When it opens up, it's a half circle.
We're going to have a lot of Little Red Riding Hoods running around here with all these. We call these swap outs for
we
live
wind up
TV.
turning into more costumes.
Yes. So what'd you do? You glued down the edges.
Right.
Okay.
I took this heat and bond. Which is just a piece of tape, basically, that you stick down. You know how to use this.
Yeah,
you iron it, and then you peel it off, and then you fold it and iron it again. So you get this...
But this looks so professional.
Yeah,
it's
this
wonderful.
edge that, I mean, like, you don't need a sewing machine.
And where'd you get the eyelet ruffle?
This is all mjtrim.com.
Oh, great.
And again, you can use the heat and bond, or you can just use the Fabri-Tac. It has a finished edge.
And we affix this to the hoodie?
And then you can take the hoodie, and we can flip it over to the back. And right at the neckline, we can just glue this neckline on.
That's cute.
Yeah. Right to the center. And then you can finish it off with a little piece of cording so that,
So if you're sort of a busy mom and you have forgotten the Halloween costume idea, this can be done the night before Halloween.
Exactly. With a few supplies, a few fancy trims.
It's wonderful.
Finished, yeah.
It's wonderful. These are great. And all the templates and all the ideas are on our website at marthastewart.com.
Exactly.
Thank you. These are great, Kristin.